Hello, YouTube friends. Gail's here to play another spooky visual novel. This one's, I believe, was submitted to Spooktober. Um, yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's called As Dusk Falls. It's a cool little logo. I like that. Nice looking title. I like the little owl. I know there's an owl on it named, I believe its name is Dusk, if I remember right from looking on the main page. Looks good. It's made with Unity, so interesting. I like the falling feathers or leaves. I think they're feathers. All right, let's start. Let's get started. Oh, we get a slot. Cool. Ooh, that's a cool effect. Up, down. Mixed with water, blood spouts from the fountain. Oh, content warnings in the description, by the way. I'm not gonna, I'm trying to get better about it, but I figured I'll just leave it in the description. So if people want to view it, they can. If you're not worried about it, then don't worry about it. Thomas, no, it can't be you. Sarah, let's go. I didn't enter my name, did I? That's my name. There's a Sarah in this, and they even spell it correctly. He drags his wife from the fountain, letting the police finish putting barricade tape around it. Not again, or so it happened again. Who? The body's head floats and spins around the water's surface, while what's left of the torso lays on the floor. Let's cut off a little bit there. The white flesh is bluish, contrasting against the pink ribs and red flesh that remain as if they had been tossed and torn viciously. It must have happened last night. So she dared to show her face after what she did. What did you say? Are you insinuating that I had anything to do with the situation? Me? Why? I would never. Oh. That's interesting. It moves with your mouse. That's really cool. I really like the art style, by the way. It's very unique. The background looks nice. Character sprite looks nice. These hands. Hands are hard to draw, man. These are good looking hands, though. That's cool. Whoever drew those hands, good for you. Because I struggle with hands all the time, and I've been drawing for years. So if you're an artist, you get it. So you say, but 1,000 fingers still point at you. Oh, I think I gotta click down here. Tomatoes. Or blood. If you wish for your pretty new dress not to be stained with tomatoes, I say you run now. You enter your home. So I guess we're playing as this lady right here. Being the new girl in town certainly has its disadvantages. But they should trust me already. Screw them. These people are totally insane. Yeah. Sure. I've been here for more than a year. You know how much bakers are demonized when serial killers are on the loose. Besides, you're not a pretty or smart lady. How rude. Shut the heck up. You are not even real. Is the narrator like in a voice in her head? That's kind of what I'm imagining now. Maybe she's, she hears voices. Schizophrenic, is that what it's called? Maybe. I'm smart when I want to be. Indeed. Look at you, innocent and running like the killer. There's nothing I can do. Not legally. You raise your eyebrows. You think and think until bingo. I will find the culprit. Well then, go ahead. But first I'll go feed Dusk. Aw, yes, let's feed Dusk. Let's feed the owl. You find the owl in this town's forest. It can feed itself. No, we must feed it. Oh, I just noticed, look at this little skull. It's so cute. Is it okay? Does it say anything about me if I say a skull looks cute? I just like, Halloween aesthetics. Aw, poor little one must be waiting for a salmon and to be petted in her nap. Yeah. What a delicate creature. The next day, after spending time with your poor little one, you had a refreshing night of sleep without counting the times you heard the murmuring of the town and are now ready to find the serial killer. Looks like these branches are moving around too. Is this supposed to be part of the text box? I'm a little confused about that. It looks cool though. Like, why are there trees and branches indoors? Who are our suspects? You seriously don't know who they are. Your mind goes blank. Dusk bites your ear. Ah, softer. You pat his head and calm him down, and he snuggles against your neck and cheek. Is it possible for you not to spoil that animal just for a minute and think of a way to keep your head on your shoulders? I like that the narrator is like talking to her. That's different. It's kind of funny. Dusk plays with your head wrap. You take it back. I don't really understand the point of like these things in parentheses. Because this kind of stuff is like implied, like the feeling things, and now it's saying perform action. Well, yeah, we know it's an action. I don't understand the point of that. If it's like some kind of game mechanic I don't know about, but it just seems kind of odd to me. You brush off any dust. As you examine it, not only do you find some dust, but also a few stains. ... They spread like they've been packed with red lipstick, but it isn't. Your beloved pet only screeches on your ear as you back off. It was one of my favorites. Almost in goodbye, you put your head wrap on and sigh. So returning to the suspects. I can't. Oh yeah, I can use controller. Okay. Maybe. Okay, sorry I missed that. I'm just fiddling around with the controls. Alright. At last, those are the suspects. I think the boutique's owner, Morella, is pretty normal, ignoring her not getting along with her daughter's father. And she killed her twin. Only problem is if I use controller, I can't really see which one I'm selecting. So we'll just keep using mouse. I'll try not to do this thing. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'll try not to do that though. Rumors, even if she did, does that make her a serial killer? Or yeah, people do say that about her, don't they? Yeah. Murder once and you've got baggage for life. Then there's the thief, Gus Rogers. I don't even know these characters, so I can't. It's hard for me to judge people I don't really know. He's sketchy. We'll just say that. He hasn't been condemned for murder, not yet anyway, but in your time here, you've learned enough about his scandals for the town's misfortune, and especially yours, if he's the reason for this mess. It could be either or neither. Then there's you, unfortunate enough to be there for the arrival of the police at the first crime scene, a suspect ever since. That shouldn't be enough reason to accuse me. Yeah. Your hands and parts of your clothes were bloody. The butcher didn't even pay me well that day. I stood in his place. If only I had turned the job down. In dire need, you decide to interrogate. Sure, we'll start with Morella. Okay, let's go talk with the twin killer. The walk to Miss Jordan's. I think the background's moving a little bit too. Sorry, I'm just playing. The walk to Miss Jordan's store was a few steps away, as being a business, it sat on one of the town's square streets and thus suspiciously close to the fountain. The last person goes out the door, and you find yourself alone between multicolored fabrics. Sounds of steps coming downstairs, and your potential culprit comes down the stairs. You are ready for the tricky exchange, but your pet is looking forward to it. Morella stands behind the counter. Well then, what brings you here? Need some of the shine from our clothes to brighten your day. It's about the murders, yeah, let's just be honest. Seriously, I don't have time for this nonsense. Yeah, I'm not accusing you. It's just I'm being hunted down and I thought you could help me. I'm only here to answer questions about the items you wish to buy, and if your questions are unrelated, I must ask you to excuse yourself, please. You struggle to compose yourself. There goes your chance. It's better to move on now. You can find anything at my boutique. She inspects you, staring from your feet and slowly going up to the tip of your head. You have a style. Extremely economic materials, but a particular style. She nods to herself. As she goes back to the store, I'll get you something. Time to examine. You don't have that much time, so decide carefully what to look at first. Alright, so a little bit of investigating. You pick it up. It's alright until you look closer. The cold glass that protects the pictures chills your fingertips. The girl's eyes are exactly like one of the victims. So her ex is one of the victims, or... Well, we don't know. We don't know that. That doesn't mean anything, but yeah. Interesting, don't you think? Do you think she killed him and the rest of the victims to make it less obvious? Madness. You gladly put the picture back in place. Time to examine. You do not have that much time, so decide carefully what to look first. Jessie is gone from the frame as she's near the floor. Like a dog, you smell the floor, inhaling lavender perfume. You roll your eyes and sniff again. Why is this so fresh? She must have cleaned it. At this time of day, doesn't she got an employee to do it when the boutique is closed? Most likely she was in a hurry. In a hurry to clean what exactly? Maybe something unpleasant. Soon enough, Morella returns with a collection of pastel and floral dresses. She lays them on the counter. You are free to try them on, but it's easier if you know which one you want beforehand. A glossy red dress catches your eye. Your hand rests against it for a moment, and Morella knows it's your pick. She smiles. Nice choice. You nearly choke at the price tag, but give her the money. After putting the dress in a cream bag, she hands it over to you. Thank you for your purchase. If you must know, as you did buy me a dress and all, I do not think you are the culprit. To tell you the truth, was it maybe? I don't know. It's still cut off a little bit for me, so. I was unlucky enough to see the last victim up close, as I live around the corner. I assure you, whatever killed him has the claws of a beast. Like that bird's, I suppose, points at Dusk. They're accusing Dusk, the cute little owl? Are you okay? I'm really sorry to hear that. My neighbors even saw a shadow, enormous wings against the night, like a bat. Really? That's what they told me. So is there like something supernatural going on, maybe? Surely it can't be Dusk. It's not. No, I refuse to believe that adorable little owl is capable of murder. That's interesting. As your meeting has ended, you head outside. You enter your home. After getting some information for your suspect and with the town still on your toes, you wish to go interrogate Gus. You were lost in the forest for a while, and the crying trees whispering to you only made it harder. Thus the walk was long, and you pant as you went inside. Yeah, went inside. We're just going to ignore that. Surprisingly, the door wasn't locked as Trash is scattered about the place as it looks completely abandoned. The only thing that suggests an inhabitant is the soft glow and crackle of a fire. It is a really nice background. A little different. Kind of creepy. A thief left his store open. Ironic. Are we in the right place? You did make it all the way here. Indeed, this is your best shot, and rather than settling on the fact, you do on how cold this room is. I don't get what that's trying to say. The door creaks as it gets opened. You suppress your gasp, and quickly... let's hide in the closet. We only see a gap from between the closet's doors. As soon as you're inside, you swiftly close the door, though through the crevice you can catch a glimpse of the intrude. But it's not an intruder. In fact, you know his face from the papers. Gus Rogers. Why are we hiding, though? Aren't we here to question him? I guess. I don't know. Maybe she's just caught off guard a little bit. Town's thief. You hold your breath and step back, but then you step on something. Metallic sound. Huh? Is someone here? You pick up the thing you stepped on and find rough wood between your fingers. Not even knowing what it is, you get out of your hideout. I'm sorry, I mean no harm. The door was open, so I got myself inside. No reply, but his frozen stance is enough. Could you maybe put that down? You glance at your hand. What the... The axe falls from your hand and hits the floor with a heavy thud. You stare at the red stains on its edge and then at Gus. I need wood for the fire. It gets cold out here, and sometimes trees let out their sticky red liquid. Still shocked, you keep your eyes on both. You don't know any trees with red blood. Oh, why are you here? I got lost and was cold. I was looking for you. I mean, maybe there's no save function. I wish I could save because I'm probably going to choose wrong. But I don't know. I always like to try to be honest as much as I can. I don't like to lie, even in games. I don't know. It's hard for me, okay? I was looking for you. Why? I want to prove I'm not the killer. I want to prove you are the killer. Why would we tell him that? I am investigating the murders. You're on the wrong track. Think what you will, but I would never kill. I just want to clear my name, all right? And you believe those rumors about me. What is it that they say anyway? I don't go to town since I'm free. Oh, that's the point. Nobody knows how you live here, what you do. You are the perfect person to commit more than one murder and get away with it with the killer been doing these weeks, or not really. Just wanted to see if you knew anything out of the ordinary happening around the woods these days. Yeah. Now that you mention it, strange things have been happening in these parts lately. Oh, that was the narrator. Sorry. So I went back, a little piece of wood, and when I came back, I saw something. I'm not sure what it was, only that it wasn't human. An animal. Bigger than I ever saw. To get a better look, I urged it to come out by setting the tree on fire. There was a screech, and then glowing, huge eyes looked at me right before the thing flew deeper into the forest. That's odd. Yeah. You have to be really brave to live in here. Is that sort of a strange occurrence common? Or that really sounds like a sort of story someone who's trying to... Yeah, no, we're not going to be accusing him. Why would he lie about something like that and expect us to believe him? Every night is the same, and call me crazy if you may, but I would swear that the sound... come from the sky, like a beast always stalking from above. Such a creature would sell well. You shake your head. Even if he's not the killer, no one can doubt what an opportunist he is. A silence follows until... Maybe this little creature of yours can help me catch it one of these days. Dusk angrily bites Gus's hand and flies out of the cabin. Oh, that sound, that creature... Oh my god, you have to go now. Well, nice talk, but it is getting late. You better get going. Was that the narrator again? I don't know. Sometimes I get mixed up. You can't say another word before he urges you out and quietly closes the door behind you. You enter your home. After getting some information for your suspect and with the town still on your toes, you wish to face the town. Sure. You're exhausted, but conducting your own investigation is only necessary when you face an angry mob, isn't it? At least the water is back to normal. There's a steak with, the rain looks nice too. Sorry. I'm admiring the special effects. There's a stake with a wood prepared at the townsfolk gathered around it, probably just a mob in black silhouettes. Jessie is ready to speak on her defense. I mean, do we? Because we don't really have any evidence. We just have what people have told us, which, I mean, you know, witness testimony, I guess, but it's not like we're a judge or in court or anything. I don't know if they're going to believe us. Whispering and or a couple gasps were sound reactions. I deserve a save in this. Make it quick. That indicates people's impatience. You will only get one chance to accuse someone and convince or, no, straight up and die. With no time to waste, you tell on... I'm just going to say what they told us is that the killer isn't human. Because, I mean, why not? I believe them. I have no reason not to believe them. So, some gasp, and most of them stare at you with utter confusion. What do you mean? It's just all the clues point to one fact. The killer isn't human. Before the approaching mob lynches you for saying such a thing, you must explain. The neighbors around here saw a shadow and enormous wings in the night. You can ask amongst yourselves. Gus found a gigantic animal in a tree, but couldn't see it well in the night. He then burnt the tree, and the thing flew deeper into the forest. You can find the tree. They halt. Murmurs follow. She's right. No human can do what happened to those poor people. I always knew the forest was a problem for us all. In the blink of an eye, they run towards the forest, and the last of their torches disappear as they get deeper in. Before you cry like the trees, but of joy, you sigh and waste no time in striding back home. You are safe for now. Yay. The wind blows harder than usual, the tree's branches frantically shaking. You watch through the window, looking for any signs of odd movements. This is kind of giving me like witch trial kind of vibes. Because, I mean, you just make some bizarre claim of something supernatural and people are like, oh, let's go check it out. It must be true and whatever. I mean, it did happen. It is part of history. So, I mean, people sometimes just want something to blame, even if it's something that's not, you know, something that's out there, I guess. Anyway. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm liking this story so far. All right, let's keep going. I want to see how it turns out. The wind blows harder than usual, the tree's branches frantically shaking. You watch through the window looking for any signs of odd movements. The culprit isn't human, but you slam the door shut and turn around, leaning against it as you take deep breaths. Enormous wings, sharp claws, and glowing eyes. Dusk hoots from his perch. Oh no! His eyes are just sinister fixed on you. No, not the owl. He was so cute. Why is it the cute? Oh, he's not so cute anymore. He's creepy cute now. Dusk. You blink and he's no longer there. Your pet's distorted image tortures you. Your breath quickens. There's a gurgling sound behind you. You turn around, but the lights go off, leaving you in the dark. Who's here? A soft and distant laugh rings. The murmuring stops, and a forbidding figure wrapped in a dark cloak takes shape in a corner of the room. You drop to the ground and crawl under the table. The huge figure comes nearer. Its features are still blurry, but they glow like fire. Its energy is overwhelming. A shiver goes up your spine. There's soft light emanating from the crack in the floor. Before the figure reaches you, you dig between rubble and dust, leaving a hidden trapdoor. Please, help! With your heart pumping out of your chest, you manage to open the trapdoor and drop inside. There's a stone altar covered in ancient symbols. On it lies a being wrapped in a dark cloak. Dusk, what are you? The cloak withers into dust as your torch, unveiling not a body but an ancient silver amulet. It shines with light of its own like a beating heart. What is this? Oh my goodness. So creepy. I like it. I like it. All right. Dusk now has a horrible and enormous body. It rests on the edge of the altar and softly hoots, as if he knows you're about to make a transcendental discovery. This is the beginning, Jessie. Just the beginning. Oh my goodness. That was good. I like that. I like the twist. That was great. I kind of suspected it. I didn't want to suspect it, but I did kind of suspect it. once they told us about the wings and then it wasn't human, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be the owl. The cute little owl. But I liked it. It was creepy cute, which I like creepy cute. That's my kind of creepy. If you're gonna be creepy cute. That's the best kind of creepy. Alright. I think all the credits play through. I think it looks like it's on a loop, so. Let me just double check, just to make sure, because I like to show off the credits. People work hard on this game. They deserve to, they deserve some recognition. They did a good job. I liked it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's go back to the main menu, and we'll talk about it. Let me get my thoughts together. Alright, so, yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was great. I like the art. I like all the little special effects. That was really cool. The sprites looked nice. Character designs were nice. I like the mystery elements and the investigating, and I definitely liked the twist at the end. That was, like I said, I suspected it, but I didn't, but I wasn't, 100% sure. So it was still a good surprise, a good amount of mystery. And I like that they left the end kind of open. So, like, I don't know, maybe they could do a sequel, but even if they don't, I mean, it leaves it open to the reader's interpretation what's going to happen. Is like Jessie going to, well, be killed by Dusk for one thing, but it sounded like Dusk was, like, wanting to, like, tempt her or work with her. Maybe, like, a deal with the demon or devil type of thing, which that would be interesting. But I really like this. So I really like the supernatural elements, the creepy cuteness. Really nicely done. The writing, generally speaking, was pretty good. It did a good job of setting the tone and the mood and just the unsettlingness, creepiness of the vibes and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's about. The backgrounds look nice too. I don't know if I mentioned that. Art in general, I really like the style. Fits it well. And I thought the narrator was funny. Once again, I like the humor in it. It, like, kind of made light of the subject. So there's a good balance between drama and comedy, which I like to see. I like to see that. As far as constructive criticism goes, really my only main complaint, sometimes the words got cut off over here. And then like I said, I couldn't figure out how to save. So I think the GUI could use a little more work, especially with it not being a RimPie game, because RimPie games are all the same, and I always know how they work, so I know where to find the save. I know how to, how it works. But Unity games, I fiddled around with Unity a little bit, and from what I've seen, it's mostly it varies, like, because you pretty much do everything from scratch, so you have to do everything yourself. So it varies depending on from game to game. So that's why I wasn't completely sure about the controls and like I said, how to save and stuff. But that's just something minor and something small. Not a huge big deal. GUI, I mean, GUI's purpose is just to make things easier for the reader, It's not why you play visual novels. Let's put it that way. And I mean, it can be great and all when it's really well done. But for me, at least for me personally, GUI is just meant to be practical. It doesn't have to be, completely the most amazing thing ever. But like I said, I did like some aspects, like this title right here is really nice. Oh, and then like I said, like the trees and stuff, that I didn't really get. Like, why are there trees and stuff indoors? That was a little confusing to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So mostly minor stuff, really. Overall, though, I really enjoyed it. I like the creepy cute vibes and the mystery and, you know, like everything I said in the positives. It was a great short little visual novel. And I would love to see more. If they did a sequel, if we learned out more about Dusk, the lore and whatnot, you know, get a little bit of lore going on. Really interesting stuff. I liked it. But that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.